Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your August reading. Let's get you some general guidance for the month and see what's coming up for you, good or bad, what you need to know. Hey Sagittarius. Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Does seem like you're going through some sort of a rough time this month, Sag. And I feel like it's due to not seeing something clearly here. We're not seeing a specific person clearly, but anyway, we'll get to that. So here you are with the King of Spears. This is you, Sag. You are in your element this month. It seems like you're in your power. This is your fire element. And with this Eight of Spears, I feel like you're moving somewhere, like you're taking some very fast decisions here to move in a particular direction. It does seem like you're trying to leave something behind here that is possibly toxic or confusing, or you know, there's some situation that needs to be put to rest. If you know, some kind of a conflict here, I feel like you're quite, I don't know, maybe pissed off at someone here. But yeah, I feel like you're trying to rush into a new direction here. I do feel like, though, Sag, you may lack some planning here when it comes to getting somewhere. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse talks about being overwhelmed by choices or being confused as to what's being presented to you. Okay, it could be, I don't know, some kind of an illusion or some kind of a fantasy. It's like, you know, this combination, the Knight of Coins in reverse, I'm sorry, the Knight of Coins upright with the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's a sense of being unreliable, or you're dealing with someone that's unreliable. That does show up as a challenge for you, by the way. Either you lack a plan or you are overwhelmed by, you know, choices. You lack a plan of action, or you're dealing with someone that's unreliable, or you know, there's some kind of a rough situation showing up here for you. You could be dealing with a specific person that is backstabbing you, or being unfair, being I don't know, overly critical. So I feel like you're trying to make the best decisions possible for you, which is to move on from this, to put it to rest. But you know, I feel like you're overwhelmed by something here. I will clarify in a minute with another deck, but yeah, you probably lack a plan of action here. or you're having a hard time being patient with something, because this is a lot of fire energy, you know, it's very fast moving energy in contrast with the Knight of Coins. So you may have a lot of energy, you know, you might be all pumped up about something, but there might be some obstacles here in the way for you this month, especially with this Devil card here, which literally means a setback, an obstacle. Now, if this is not a person you're dealing with specifically, there is a lot of obstacles here, okay? Your foundation comes from a place of being stuck, being tied up, okay? There are chains here, and you do have the Eight of Swords at the bottom too, which is your main energy. Queen of Swords in reversed, okay? Six of Swords in reversed. I feel like, you know, especially the Six of Swords in reverse, this is someone that is unable to move forward. It's unable to, you know, set themselves free from some kind of a toxic situation or person, or, you know, there's being tied up to an unfortunate situation, okay? You know, there's unfairness here, that Justice in reversed. You know, I feel like you're stuck here, but you do have the desire to move forward. You do have, I like the fact that you see yourself as someone that can end the situation by sheer willpower, okay? The King of Spears has a lot of willpower. So the Four of Swords, something you need to leave behind. Could be that for some of you, you need to leave behind being passive, or turning a blind eye to something, because the Four of Swords talks about silence, and you do have the Two of Swords right underneath it. Then in this deck, this girl, she's blind, and it's like maybe you're turning a blind eye to something here, and that may be where the stuckness comes from, okay? And until you deal with a specific issue, you might have a hard time moving forward from it. Tell me more about this Four of Swords. Because I do feel like you do need to leave something behind here that is very toxic, but what is it? Okay, you've got two cards. Got Nine of Spears and the Four of Coins. Another four, okay. So this is a specific message. I feel like you kept trying here with something, persevering in a situation in the past, or you still are. But this is due to confusion. Maybe it's due to somebody being misleading you, manipulating you, or, you know, there's some form of coercion happening here. Being stagnant, okay? So I feel like something you need to leave behind is this stuckness, okay? There's this stuckness of yours that that's something you need to leave behind. Now, this Justice in reverse, this is some kind of a karma or something returning to you for you to look at. There could be some kind of a deed, or, you know, maybe some words that have been spoken, or something that is coming back around to you to revisit, because there is an imbalance here. There's an imbalance and between you and other people, or there's some imbalance in your life in general that needs to be addressed. There is some form of betrayal here. I feel like that's how you see the situation, you know, you see it as being unfair, okay? You see it as being, you know, you're a victim of some sort here, okay? Either you're a victim of another person, or you're a victim of your own, you know, bad choices, bad deeds, or, you know, you might have entrapped yourself in some way that you're not aware of, you know, because there is some sort of a trap. There's like an entrapment here. There's some kind of a stuckness with you that you have a hard time seeing clearly through. It's like you've had all of these choices, and you probably pick the one that is just got you stuck in a bad situation. Let's put it that way. Now, the Ten of Swords is also the end of a cycle. So, you know, if you've been feeling like you've been mistreated, or you feel yourself as the victim of betrayal, as the victim of unfair behavior, this is coming to an end. I will say with this Knight of Cups, either somebody is coming here to help you, or you're dealing with someone that charms you in a way that to manipulate you, okay? Because you do have the Devil card here right on top of it. So if I read it that way, I would be careful with who is trying to charm you, okay? Now, if this is not like somebody trying to charm you, to manipulate you, you could have someone that's coming towards you to help you, because this shows up in your environment, in your surroundings. So I feel like this is a person. The knights are literally saviors, you know, they're the ones that go out there and save people and protect people. So you could have a protector here for some of you, a water sign specifically. Could be an offer of love coming towards you. But to be honest, I don't particularly see you being too open to this with this Two of Swords. I feel like you're kind of having a hard time seeing things, or seeing clearly, or you're, how do I put it? Having a hard time deciding, though, in some sense. There is something coming towards you, though, here. What is this thing? The Hierophant. So you do got some guidance coming up here, some practical advice probably for some of you. This Hierophant, you might be getting information. This is literally, you know, getting information specifically in this deck. The Hierophant is a master spy. He gathers information to help, you know, to help his cause. Okay, it's a noble cause. I do feel like you're getting some practical advice here, possibly, or you're just moving into a space of more clarity. But I still see you confused here about something, either this love offer, or, you know, something going on in the past. I don't see you being open to something, because you're still trying to deliberate here with the Two of Swords. Now, your outcome is the Empress. Now, this is a beautiful outcome. This talks about growth. It talks about advancement, you know, fruitfulness. Whatever endeavors you're doing, they're gonna grow. They're gonna be successful. But I still see a lot of hang-ups here. Okay. Now, you know, if you do succeed, Sagittarius, I will say this much. You will succeed due to your sheer power of will, okay? Because you do have a lot of willpower here. You know, you're showing up here as the King of Spears. So this is someone that has a lot of strength, that has a lot of power, that has a lot of energy behind what they're doing. So if you're getting through this period of you know, rough times, you're going to get through it through willpower, okay? And there's some kind of growth here coming up with this Empress. Now, you know, if something comes back around to you to be revisited, some kind of karma or some kind of lesson or some kind of result based on past decisions, that it doesn't go into your favor with this justice in reverse, you might need to adjust course, or you might need to adjust something you did, or pay retribution to the appropriate parties or to appropriate situation. Because if you rectify this particular imbalance, you will end up having growth in your life. But if you don't rectify this imbalance, you're going to be stuck in here somehow. You know, as I'm seeing here, stuck with some sort of past situation that you need to clear out. So let me see if I can get more information. I will use this deck. So tell me what else is there for Sag. Tell me more about Sag this month. Oh, okay. You've got integration in reversed. Transcendence in reversed. Catalyst. Change in reversed. Yeah, there's definitely a resistance here to change that's coming up from the past as well. It does feel like you're stuck somewhere, putting something to rest, laying it to rest, just balancing something out here. Positive intention. How interesting. Okay, let me see my little book. What's that? I feel like with this integration in reverse, it could be that you're missing some sort of a piece of a puzzle here or something. Let me see. So this card in reversed, you're experiencing a separation, a division of some sort, or in some cases, divorce. This division could be taking place within you, or it could be between you and someone else. Yeah, that could be the case. For some of you, you are literally separating, because that justice in reverse could mean separation from someone, like legal separation. So you need to pay attention where there's disharmony. And again, that justice does show up very prominently, that there's some form of disharmony here going on, either within you or in some relationship. There's there's something quite malicious there going on in that relationship, if it is a relationship, of course. So, transcendence. Okay. So if you've drawn this card in reverse, you're simply denying the necessary destruction in your life. You're being called to go through this challenging time in order to learn an important lesson that will serve you to build an even better life. Do not resist it. Even though it's shocking and hard to deal with, it's a very important part of life journey. While you consciously want change and transformation, you are afraid of these two things. You know that change and transformation may bring with it destruction. Yeah. So, you know, because you have also change in reversed, there is something here that needs to end, especially with this Ten of Swords. And I feel like you're aware of it, but you are resisting it. You're resisting rising above something, because transcendence means rising above a situation. So for some of you, you might be quite stuck in something negative here and you're having a hard time rising above it. And again, with this Catalyst card, there is expansion available to you here. And I feel like this particular life lessons that's showing up for you is actually the catalyst for this growth that's coming up with this Empress card. But it all depends on you of actually not resisting these changes, okay? Because there's a lot of resistance showing up here in your part. And you are aware that something needs to end, okay? Because your growth is somewhere else. And there's some kind of a wrong here that needs to be rectified. So let me see that. Okay, so this one is about questioning your intentions. Why you want the things that you want. You know, you may even be thinking about getting revenge on someone, let's say, because the Ten of Swords could also talk about revenge. So, you know, if this is you plotting revenge against someone that has done you wrong, that might be a good question to ask yourself. Why do I want this? How is this going to improve my life? How is this going to help me into the future? So yeah. So your integrity and success depends upon being able to admit to your actual intentions, no matter how wrong it may feel to admit to them. Once you admit your actual intentions, you can take the shortcut and go straight to what you actually intend instead of taking the long way to get there. Now, you know, it's pretty obvious that you want growth and you want maturity, because the Empress also talks about maturity. You want that expansion, you want that success, you want that growth in life. But it could be that you might be lying to yourself and saying, oh no, I don't want those things. I just, you know, I just want this person to see me, or I just want to be recognized, or, you know. But really deep down, you probably have a different intention. So it's possible that this month you're actually revisiting your intentions. Because the clearer you are about what you truly desire, what you truly intend to your life, the faster you're going to get there. It's just that simple. You know, people like to complicate things more than necessary, because really the truth is simple. Okay, that's all I can say about that. The truth is very, very simple. So yeah, that was your reading. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius. I wish you a fantastic month and take care. Until next time. Bye.